Tigers and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll return it. Makes a move. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So BYU's offense will get the first swing of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. It's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to pass, it's Wicks. Quick strike complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He'll toss it. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Fighting off the defender. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They believe they can run right here. Turning it on. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to hit the field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. They go to the ground. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Jordan.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Jordan.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play. And I know Texas is known for DBs and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though. This guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays. And I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Longhorns started this drive back up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Big guy smells it. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the box because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Quicks. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. The play action fake. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Using the quick game. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He breaks a tackle, and he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. The Cougars have their offense in high gear. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. He'll keep it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Quicks. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh, what vision! Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Longhorns!
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
You know, when your QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's decision there by the quarterback.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Defense wants to bring the heat. Off the play fake. Fires left. Finds a man by himself. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. BYU with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Sets up the screen. He's past the 30. After 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! He got it loose and it was lights out after that.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Wicks. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going over the top. He's got it up to 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, Mitch Mendez. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch on the right side. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today.
And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Just keeps moving. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Scanning the field, it's Wicks. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Going to swing it on second down. Fakes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Pulls and fired complete. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. This BYU offense set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougars! Extra point here will tie the game. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Mendez. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete on the right side. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. The snap sets up to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They want to run it left here. Runs through the tackle. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Wicks. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Caught at the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. BYU has this offense clicking. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the ground with the back. Fights off the defender. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Off play action. He wants it all. Touchdown, BYU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create back.
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get it.
Breaks into the open on the left. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! They move on top here in the 4th. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. There he goes. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Finds his target down the middle. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
BYU right back to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Texas. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, back the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Wicks. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Escapes trouble. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it on the left. Finds some room. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, BYU!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. He's looking to throw. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch except ticket holders.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over 1st and
10. Dropping back, it's Wicks. Finds his man. Got room on the return. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Rushes on him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on 1st down. He got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down